My name is Rickxel. Just like I told you guys, this is a show that comes every Monday to Friday. That is from 1:45 up to 3. And of course, with our topic of discussion today, we've been discussing about the impacts of social media in communication. Social media has been used by very many people, very many youths, very many adults in different ways, different platforms, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and many more. And of course, on my left, I have been privileged to have a lady that will introduce herself to the entire public. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
An introduction, please.
Okay. Good afternoon to everyone that is watching. My name is Vanessa Bagote. I am a nurse by profession, currently the Guild President of St. Francis Hospital and Zambia Training School. Yes, please.
Wow, nice having you, Vanessa, on our set this very afternoon. So, actually, according to our topic, first of all, you as a nurse, how do you use social media daily?
As a nurse?
Yes.
As a nurse, I'm thinking sometimes it could be our mode of me doing a bit of research.
Okay.
A bit of research in case I needed to find some information. I can use different social media platforms to find out this different information.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Which ones are your favorite social media platforms?
Favorite social media platform, I would say Instagram.
Okay.
Instagram. Yeah, majorly Instagram.
Okay, and now when you see how social media actually has impacted different sectors, communication sector, I'm sure it has impacted even your sector, health, it has impacted in security and many others. Today we are discussing the impacts of social media in communication. First of all, how do you think people use social media in communication?
Well,
or how do you think they communicate using social media?
Well, people use social media currently to communicate all the time. Okay. I believe that people now have adopted the culture that instead of picking up a phone and making a phone call,
okay,
they usually choose to send a WhatsApp, send a Telegram message. Okay. People have adopted to having that as a mean of communication. Okay. It is very rare that you find that people are making actual phone calls. People are more adopted to having Telegram and WhatsApp messages being sent here and there.
Wow, what are the common advantages of social media in communication, according to you?
The different social media platforms are very quick and efficient. Currently, okay, let us say that I cannot come to my phone and I cannot hold it. If someone sends a text message, it is quick and efficient and they can easily get it. Okay. Actually, right now you find different people, they are in a meeting, can't pick up a phone call or can't answer, but they will send a text message, and that way information can be got very quickly and efficiently. Okay. So that is the very good advantage of the social media.
Is there a way whereby social media has also probably created danger or a problem or a hiccup within communication?
Yes, I believe it has, and a great one. Currently, very many people from a very tender age have now gotten accustomed to social media. Okay. All they know how to use right now are their phones. On different lunch or dinner table settings in a home, you find that everyone is on their phone. This brings out someone being shy. Very few people are outspoken.
Okay.
They can rarely come out and express themselves because all they know, if you tell them type, they will express themselves. But if they right now, if I got just abruptly I go to a primary school and I ask someone to speak, they may be shy, but ask them to type something, they are quite good at it. So we've had an issue with communication that people can no longer express themselves. Students can no longer express themselves. When you go to schools, they are quite shy. They cannot come out and speak. So which is a very big disadvantage.
In communication.
Yes, in communication that social media has brought.
Okay, any other?
Currently also what we are being exposed to.
Okay.
Because the language that we have in different social media platforms, children at a very tender age use language that is a bit obscene sometimes, if I may say, and sometimes quite heavy for them. So because they are failing to restrict the different social media platforms, what they are able to see, you find that whatever they are expressing is not what you'd expect them to express. Is not, if I may say, positive. Okay. It is quite negative. So that's another disadvantage that the social media has brought into communication.
Okay, and probably for the person who is watching you right now or who is watching UCTV, what advice would you give that person probably on the best way to consume social media in communication?
Okay, well, before I give the advice, I think I would like to say this, that social media has become a disease to even the health sector. Okay. Because so many people, all they do is on their phone all the time. It has become like a disease that we should get a treatment to.
An addiction.
An addiction, true. Okay. Thank you very much. An addiction. So you find that the first thing someone does when they wake up in the morning is grab the phone. The last thing they do is the phone.
Actually, somebody told me the first thing a person sees every day and the last thing is the phone.
Yes, and it's quite strange. It should be a morning prayer. You first do your morning activities. I remember when I was growing up, there was always that song we used to sing, you wash your face, do this and do that. I don't think people still have that. They literally wake up and the first thing is touch their stand and pick up their phone, which is quite dangerous. It is dangerous on your health, your eyes. It is quite very dangerous. So the best thing that I would advise people that are watching and listening is we should try our level best to treat this. Break the habit, break the chain. You do not have to be on WhatsApp 24/7. Create, if it was like a fast, create yourself a timetable.
A schedule.
Yes, a schedule. Okay. Have yourself maybe 30 minutes in a day to check those WhatsApp messages. Try to interact. Let's get out there. Let's stop having all the time on phone. Let us have time for family events. Let us have time to get back together to each other and to our community.
As we wind up talking about families, we have had a lot of complaints how social media has actually cut communication between parents and children in family, because you find either children do not have time for the parents because of their phones, or maybe parents do not have time for their children because of still the phone. Yes. According to you, what would you love to comment about this breakage of communication by social media in families?
Well, that is now a role to be played by the parents, by the caretakers at home, because of late, ever since we had COVID, most of our students are doing their research work and their homework on phone. So there is no way of saying we are going to pull away the phones and the tablets from the children. But as the parents, come in and start playing your role. Say no. At the dinner table, no phones. When I come back home between this hour, time for homework, if you come back at 4:30, by 6 be done and let the phones be put away.
Okay, and of course, that has been from Vanessa, all the way from our nursing school in Zambia, right? It's called
St. Francis Hospital, Zambia Training School.
Hospital.
Zambia Training School.
Okay, and of course, probably as we wind up, I want you probably to send shouts or probably a last message to a person watching you from home, hostel, in the car, anywhere.
Well, just a little word of advice. Let us be cautious about how we use different social media platforms. It is an addiction. It is a very, very bad addiction. And if we do not break it, we are losing our very beautiful culture and norms that we used to have back then. Thank you very much.